So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you may be in any parts of the world. I am Oluwatosin Maja, the managing partner of John Consulting. So today we are bringing you an exciting video on to motivate young school leavers and young professionals. There are some people that they don't have information, because when you finish school and you have the right information, there are some things that can speed up your career path if you have that information handy. And that is part of what we are giving to you in this video for mostly young school leavers and young professionals. Of course, at Young Consulting, we are a consulting accounting firm, audits. Part of what we do accounting services, audit services, tax services, business development, accounting implementation, software, and all of that, CSC services. So you must, have the right information as early in your career, so that when you follow the right path, you get to the right destination. So aside from all the accounting or the tax services that we do, we also offer training. Yeah, we offer training to young professionals, of course, to businesses, to individual, corporates, and the likes. So we are bringing this video to all young school leavers, because many of them have been at home. They've not entered school because of maybe their O-level result. Of course, the O-level result is very important. Either WAEC, NECO, GC, or any O-level results when you finish secondary school. So you must have your O-level. Once you have your O-level results, you've laid the foundation. And if you are a young school leaver, you just finished secondary school, so you must know that there are different career paths that you can follow. So basically, for these career paths, we'll be looking at for those in the accounting and finance field. Accounting and finance field. Yeah, of course, we are beyond just giving you accounts or finance. It could be third year. I have a young person just finished secondary school, very intelligent, bright. Gave him advice, and thank God he yielded to the advice. You want to study accounting? Why not go for your ICAN? and started the ATS 1. Started the ATS 1, before you know it, ATS 2, ATS 3, then you'll be inducted. You'll be inducted. So ICAN is just twice in a year. And ATS 1, ATS 2, ATS 3, you finish it within 1.5 years. And you have what we call AAT, Associate of Accounting Technician. You will be inducted into the professional body, ABWA. You'll be inducted there. And the same AAT can also be used for direct entry into the university. But still then, since you want to go for practice, you finish your AAT, why not just go for the professional level? That's the skills and the professional, the last stage, and you are then shattered. So for somebody that starts ICAN from ATS 1, 2, 3, that's 1.5 years, you finish, and then you claim exemption, start from skills in the professional stage, do skill, and then do the professional, the last stage. That's 1 year, because it's twice a year. That's 2.5 years. You're already a chartered accountant. And then you undergo training under an accounting firm, an audit firm. You can start your training while you are doing your ICAN exam from ATS 1. You can do attachments to the audit firm, and then you do 4 years will be counted for you. 4 years, yes, to do your, training with an audit firm, a licensed audit firm. 4 years. So you have 2.5 years for your ICAN exam. You clear each stage and you're shut at 2.5 years. So if you have been attached from the beginning of your ATS 1, you do 2.5 years for your ICAN exam and you're shattered. That means you just need 1.5 years. Yes, you just need 1.5 years to complete your 4 years. Right? You need 1.5 years to complete your 4 years, and then you can practice. You have the real work experience, real life work experience, right? So that is the advice we are bringing to all young school leavers. So many of this information we are sharing with you now, we don't have the privilege of all this information, but definitely it's part of what we give out in the audit firm to help all young school leavers, right, to start on a bright note, to start on a right note in their career path. So for accounting and finance students, for young school leavers, you start with a strong foundation. You have your O-level result, your WAEC or your NECO, and you have all your 5 subjects, including maths and English. So you can, if you want to go for academics, like I said, you can do your JAMB and all of that. But if you want to go to practice, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to own your audit firm, just start with your ICAN. And the new information is that ICAN are even putting things in place to have their own university. They have been meeting with JAMB, with NUC and all of that, having some agreements and all of that. It's still ongoing though. And it is also an opportunity. Even if you don't have university certificates and you still want to have it, you are already in practice, you are chartered, you can still use that chartered accountant certificate to get your BSc. Maybe you just do maybe 1 year or 2 years and you get the BSc, the Bachelor of Science in Accounting. So it is a very, very good roadmap for you if you follow all this advice we are giving to you freely. Consider entering into program into accounting, of course, for people that are into the field of accounting, finance, or biz admin. Learn the basic of bookkeeping, Microsoft Excel, and financial literacy. Yes, you can learn it while you are undergoing the training under an accounting firm. In fact, it's a big privilege for you because you will be exposed to the real world of work. Imagine after your secondary school, you start your ATS 1 and you are attached to an audit firm. You start learning bookkeeping in a practical life Sense, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, Word, financial literacy, budgeting. You start learning all those things in a practical life way. And then another thing, professional certification. That's what we have talked about. Your ATS, you started it. You start doing your ATS 1, ATS 2, ATS 3 within 1.5 years. You focus, put all your mind, all your focus, everything, hard work, put it, your reading, everything, studying, put it into, you will definitely clear each stage. Because in ATS 1, we have 4 papers, ATS 2, more like 4, ATS 3, 5 papers. You can clear each stage at one sitting, and you have your AAT. This will start building your CV, your curriculum vitae. Start building it, and you have practical life work experience, right? Then another thing, you can do internship, right? Internship, of course, since you're already in an accounting firm, that is part of what you're already doing, right? And that will start building your CV, right? From that early stage. Then, of course, tech skills. We are in the world of technology now. AI is driving everything, automation, everything, right? In that accounting firm, of course, most accounting firm now, they are putting AI, artificial intelligence, implementing it into their work to make their work seamless, smooth, and efficient to deliver, right, to clients. So you learn all those tech skills like accounting software, your QuickBooks. We do QuickBooks training, right? We do Sage, Zoho, Zero, many accounting software. You start learning it. And most of all these accounting software, AI is driving them. You start learning AI, learning tech skills and all of that. You start knowing real practical life work experience right after your secondary school. You are doing your ATS and you're attached to an audit firm. And for us as Tourism Consulting, we'll also help IT students that want to do their IT. Yes, we accommodate them. Yeah, basically we do remote, for them, right? Remote IT, intake for them. We can take them in, give them a real life work experience. For maybe NC students that want to do IT, that are into business departments, account and finance, ND students, maybe HND student, BSc students, right? We do internship. We accommodate them, give them real life work experience. And if you're young professionals, you're already working, we can also give you training on all these accounting software and practical accounting, skills and knowledge that you need. So you also learn Excel, Power BI, and all of that. Tech skills, which is driving the real world of work. That is for the young school leavers, young secondary school leavers, right? Many of them have been at home for 2-3 years and it's not really good. Time is just, flying. Time is wasting away. You can use all those time, to develop yourself, enter the right career path, for your life so that you can be a well-grounded, sound professionals at a very young age. You're 23, 24, 25. You're already certified. You're already a chartered accountant with skills, with something to deliver in the real world of work. Then for young professionals in accounting and finance, right? We have so many graduates that have finished their BSc in accounting, finance, and they are like, what next? What am I going to do again? What next? You need to be shattered. You need to enter into professional body because the professional body is where you can have, all your skills, all your talents, being brought to limelight. We have so many accounting graduates that are not shattered, that they are just like a second class fiddle, in the midst of people that are shattered. Why not just go to that point of being shattered? And it's even an advantage for you if you finish your BSc in accounting and your school is accredited by ICAN. You just start from skills. from skills level, and then you do skill and professional. Within a year, you are shattered, you are inducted into the professional body. And ICAN is a game changer. So professional certification for young professionals is very key for you, right, to be relevant in your field, in your discipline, in your area of learning. So we have ICAN for Nigeria. That's Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. We have for the international, accounting certification like ACCA, right? So me, I always advise people to start from where they are in their country. Because if you look at the exchange rate now, if you said, oh, I don't want to do ICAN, because if I finish ICAN, I'll still go and do ACCA. Let me start with ACCA. The exchange rate, the cost involved, and except if you can, bear the cost and all of that. But ICAN to have, relationship with all those international bodies. So if you do your ICAN and you want to do ACCA later, you can start from the final stage, claim exemption, pay, and all of that. So ICAN is very good. You can start from there. So we have ACCA, we have CFA, we have CIMA, and we have CIPFA. So depending on your career goal, so you can choose from any of these professional body, because you need to be in the professional body and be certified to be relevant in your field. So for ICAN and ACCA, it is generally for those that are entering into pure accounting, audit, tax, and consulting, right? ICAN and ACCA are for those people. For CFA is Chartered Certified Financial Analyst. Yes, for those that are in the banking sector. So if you want to make impact in the banking sector, you might consider CFA, Asset Management, Corporate Finance. So you might consider CFA for banking professionals. Then for CIMA, Chartered Institute of Management Accounting, for those that are entering into pure management accounting and business strategy. That is what CIMA is meant for. Then we have develop specialized skills, right? So when you have all this certification, of course, you're already attached to an audit firm, you're already working in an audit firm. You have all these skills, real life work skills that you need. For taxation and audit, you aim at working at Big Four, right? Of course, being a chartered accountant, is something you must consider. You want to work in Deloitte, in Ernst & Young, PwC, and the other accounting firm. So, you need to be chartered. You need to be chartered. So, and any accounting firm at all, right? Being a chartered accountant is a game changer, especially if you want to also have your own audit firm as well, because you cannot have your audit firm if you have not chartered, if you have not undergone a training under a chartered accountant, under an accounting firm, in an accounting firm. So for financial modeling and valuation, it is basically for investment and corporate finance. So you learn the skill of financial modeling and valuation for those that are basically working in the banking sector and the corporate finance world. But for taxation and audit, right, working in the Big Four, you can, gain all the experience in any accounting firm at all, gain all the taxation and audit experience that you need. For data analytics and fintech, that's finance technology. For those that are increasing, finance is definitely increasing in the digital space. So like SQL, Python, Power BI is standard, but Excel, advanced knowledge of Excel is very critical in your data analytics and finance technology, financial technology. Very important. So you might consider all these skills in all those areas for young professionals. Then for career path option for young professionals, we have audit and assurance. You can be an external auditor, of course, when you have undergone training. For those that graduate 3 years, for non-graduate that are shattered, for those that started from ATS1 that don't have PLC, that's for 4 years we undergo a 4 years training under an accounting firm. When you finish, you can have your license, you can practice as an external auditor, as a tax consultant, enter into the Institute of Taxation of Nigeria and all of that. You can also be an internal auditor, internal auditing, all the processes, internal processes, put them in place and all of that as a career path. Then taxation and advisory. Yes, you can also choose career in taxation and advisory. Like you see now, the tax world, especially in Nigeria, that the new tax law have just been implemented and it has been gazetted. So next year, 1st of January, the Nigerian Tax Act is taking effect, starting off straight, and there are big opportunity there, big opportunity in the taxation world and advisory. So if you are looking at career in all those parts, you can choose it, right? It's a very, very good, option, career path for you as a young professional. We have corporate finance for financial analysis, valuation, merger and acquisition, corporate finance. Just look at what is good for you. What is your choice? What you have interest and passion, to follow, right? Choose the career path in all those areas. We have investments and banking for equities, portfolio management, and the likes. So that's another career option for young professionals. We have public sector finance. Those that want to work with government accounting, donor agency funds, and the likes. Then we have entrepreneurship. For those of us that we are in the practice, we are into entrepreneurship, we are into business, consulting, small business accounting services, being an external auditor, tax consultant, business per se, entrepreneurship in the field of accounting. So those are the options. So just know what you want to do and choose that path. So we'll be dropping this video on our YouTube channels. Just ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channels, like, comment, and share. And refer us, to people that might need all our services. We are an accounting audit firm, consulting firm. We do CAC services, any CAC, registration, post and pre-incorporation, accounting services. You can serve as your accountant, outsource accounting services, right, for you. Then we can serve as external auditor, internal auditor for you. So prepare audited accounts and financial statements and all of that. We implement accounting software, QuickBooks, Books, Zero, whichever software we implement. We do training for you, business development, do websites, because we are also a technology-driven firm. Because technology is driving everything, and we are also following up with the trend, technology, making our service delivery to all our clients all over the world to be top notch. That's why we are doing all of this. So you can consider all those career options we have talked about: audit and assurance, taxation and advisory, corporate finance, investment and banking, public sector finance, entrepreneurship. So we'll be dropping this video on our YouTube channels. So try and subscribe, like, follow us on our YouTube channels. Then another thing for young professionals that you should consider is networking and mentorship. Very important. You must have a mentor, right? You must network. You must join the professional bodies. It's a must. ICAN, ACCA, CFA Institute, all those institutes, you must join them. ICAN for accounting graduates, you must join them. Attend conference and seminars to stay updated and connected. Of course, conference, workshops, seminars, summits, trainings, very important. There's no even how you are shattered that you'll not be doing training, because your mandatory compulsory development program you must always do it every month, every year, because you must count up for you. You must join a faculty, you must join a district society so that you will be relevant in the field of accounting. Then we have lifelong learning. Of course, your FIRS, International Financial Reporting Standard, must be top notch in it. What does FIRS 15 say? FIRS 1, what is it saying? And all of that, you must be, conversant with all the regulations, accounting standard, technology trend like blockchain, digital payments, like the NTA now, the e-invoicing for we are implementing accounting software. Of course, we are undergoing the training and everything so that we will deliver to all our clients all over the world. So the key takeaway from this is that both school young leavers and young professionals, certifications, very important, practical experience, very important, your test skills, very important, your networking, mentorship for you is very important. That will give you a strong career in accounting and finance, and you can make a big impact in the world of accounting. Don't AI, all this AI that AI will take people's job. No, it's not that. You must learn all these AI skills, technology skills, and you will be a master. It is people that learn all these skills that they are looking for. Either you're a consultant, you're an auditor, and all of that. You must know all these skills. And for us as Solution Consulting, we take technology as a priority for us in delivering to all our clients, So feel free to reach out to us. My name is Oluwatosin Maja. I'm a chartered accountant and the managing partner of Solution Consulting. Ensure you subscribe and like YouTube channels, follow us, and we'll always bring you an exciting video any day, anytime. Thank you very much. Until we meet again in another video. Have a lovely and wonderful day. Bye.